Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as tiny communist China compared to the massive German Reich and Italy. So yeah, Soviets lost, but we're winning to some degree. We've actually managed to push back and actually gain quite a bit of land against the Japanese. I might need to actually stop attacking for a little while. Our casualty rate is starting to get rather large. There we go. And stop. Yep. My troops are going to fortify and hold for now. They're really undersupplied, which is the whole issue. Reinforcement-wise, we barely have half what we need. Look at that. We only have 1,200 something infantry equipment. We need 71,000, 73,000 almost. Hopefully we will take care of that. Our production here is not going as well as we'd like, building new factories, but we now have full production capacity of our infantry equipment due to trading with the Germans, so that is helping. Still suffering casualties of that, unfortunately. But I'm going to now leave it for nationalist China to try and do as much damage as they can to Japan. We're still boosting communism inside of China just to mess with them. Hopefully it will give us a little bit more progress in making them less stable. The long-term investment. We can also do none of these other mission stuff, which is a shame because I'd love to actually get some of the benefits from like France or Britain, but it isn't gonna happen. We don't have motorized technology, so I can't do any of this stuff, which I need to definitely try and do at some point. Well, for now we gotta wait. For now, we have to wait. At some point we're gonna get into the whole Chinese power struggle mess. We've got to get more political support, but I don't actually know how we get that. So for now, I'm going to wait. Wait, stockpile troops, hopefully not lose too many more in this war. We just went on a rampage that cost us almost 500,000 men, but retook most of northern China, so I guess in that sense it was productive. But I really need to start conserving manpower. Definitely need lots of it. Right now we have 180 divisions. Nationalist China has 186. Also has 18 million. We have 1 million. So we might win the Chinese. We might manage to kick the Japanese out of China, but the odds of our actually winning the Chinese war are not in our favor at the time being. This guy leveled up, but he doesn't actually have any traits. Oh well. Oh, this guy does have ability to get a new trait though. Infantry expert or ambusher. I'm going to go with infantry expert, considering the majority of our armies are infantry. I really should see what normal China's divisions are made up of. Curious. Mostly just infantry. Interesting. They don't seem to have any tanks like we do. Could be massively in our favor. Actually, let's start with motorized here. I'd like to be able to get progress before the get those couple techs before the Germans might capitulate or something. And it's going to take a while, even though the Germans are nowhere near capitulating. I don't want to risk it. Reinforcement wise, are we managing to lower that? Very slow, but it looks like we're actually making progress. Making up infantry equipment deficit. Slowly but surely it's going down. That's good. There's no way the Japanese are going to win on any type of offensive attack against us, so. I'll let nationalist China fight the war. We'll focus on defense. Hopefully not hopefully not suffer as much attrition as we've been suffering. The Manchurian project is a dumb thing for Japan to focus on, because all it will do is just going to strengthen Manchukuo, but Manchukuo is going to fall at some point. I have no idea what's going on. Oh wait, I can ask for control of state. Okay, let's see if I can actually get one. Ah, he's refused. Of course he has. Doesn't like me. Hoping to be given one of them. Doesn't seem like too far of a stretch that I should be given one state. We've contributed, what, 28% to the war? Oops, let's put that back. The US are inflicting casualties. Australia has also done a lot too. Okay, how is the island war going? Looks like it's not going anywhere right now. Japan still holds like one or two of the islands. The rest is all naval warfare. How's our deficit? 80. Okay, no, okay. I'm gonna actually cut our construction of infantry divisions a bit. Only be training 10 divisions at once. I don't think I even need this infantry template at all. Hopefully that will allow us to actually, yeah, it lowered the amount we need for new deployments. That should help. The next, I think, focus needs to be on, since we've completed a doctrine tree, artillery, maybe. I'm thinking, once I can, field hospital will be useful. I'm thinking it's time to look for synthetic oil. There we go. Talking, something I don't do today. Hitler's got almost 83,000 reserves. He is war economy. I think I'm in war economy too, right? Yeah. We don't want to hit total war, total mobilization. That would be bad. US is actually hasn't taken Pax Americana already? I'm surprised. Usually they take that early on. Huh. Well, focusing on that now has raised quite a few troops. Just waiting to actually see them deployed around the world. But again, as when I've played the US in this game, I've always figured it to almost be the best move to just send volunteer brigades and leave your own defenses. Just leave your own divisions in the US and send volunteers to everybody. And I tend to find that helps more. Okay, how are we going to win this? What are we looking at in terms of reinforcements? Down 2,000, so that's good. We get a net gain of 50 a day or so. Probably some of that's due to me cutting the production line, so let's cut a couple more. Just cut down to 5 for the moment. We don't really need massive amounts of troops right now. A little bit concerned of all the stuff that normal China's doing, though. He's suffering through strikes, though. That's good. Anything that weakens him, the better. Can now start infiltrating more of these regions. Communist elite divisions. Ooh. I need to get some positive infantry stuff. Let's appropriate a little bit more lands. Why not? Even build like tons of factories up there. 6, that'll give me 7. Slow, but it is vaguely productive. Once we get this streamlined line here, then we should really be making some good production. Keep that under control. They're not going to win against my troops on a defense now. First, I haven't figured that one out. My troops are very good at defense. Pax Americana, yeah, that should have been done ages ago, but... slowly going down. Upgrades are going to take forever. We're both trying to reinforce and upgrade at the same time, which is a bit of an issue. I'm thinking I might... should I lower the demand for upgrades and focus on reinforcements? I don't know. See, reinforcements is a bottomless hole because we keep suffering like attrition stuff. Invite the flying tigers. Oh, okay. So China's going to get some more airplanes. That could be cool. How's the war in northern going? We've disrupted. Our bombers have been disrupted a lot. Their bombers have been disrupted more. Our troops have been bombed, and we've lost 3 fighters. Not ideal, but at least getting, there we go, get 1 more produced a year. And let's give them 2. 1 per month. That way we actually have some fighters reinforcement. It's not like we need a ton, but every little bit's nice. Production lines are under control. 60 something a day. Slowly pushing our way down. Very slow. Very, very slow. What's the war looking like? China's still losing more troops, which is good. Japanese are still losing troops. Japanese are actually getting rather low on their troops. If I launched an offensive, I could probably wipe out the majority of it. Alas, our troops are not well supplied. That is the real issue. We're at 62% of fighting strength. Need to fix that before I can go on an offense. And other stuff, what are the Germans up to? Doing okay. You know what? Let's really mess with the Germans. Boost party popularity. I know they have bitter losers, so it's going to be really hard to boost communism in their lands, but it would be rather ironic if they fell to communism. Start that. Struggle for Chinese leadership. Curious about how I would go about starting it. Maybe the southern guys have to start the struggle for leadership? I mean, I suppose I could try and flip these guys to communism. Widespread daft dodging, yeah. Shame I can't, like, find a way to wipe these guys out. Yeah, what can I do? Sit and wait and watch as nationalist China massively fails at attacking every point on the map. Their troops are pitiful compared to the Japanese. Just really goes to show that I've been carrying the war on my own shoulders pretty much. Hopefully the Germans are smart and have actually stopped mass training troops. Oh, this is ironic. So the Norwegians are falling because they're being invaded through the Kola Peninsula. Interesting. It's kind of amusing. Norway's totally doomed. There's no way I see them with 2 divisions managing to hold out against the Germans, despite it all being mountainous territory. Their only hope would have been positioning them like right here and then holding. And they didn't, so. We've got less than a year till D-Day. See how that goes. How's Free France doing? Actually, have some troops. They are fighting Vichy France. Technically, I'd say Free France should win that war, except they don't have the production that the Vichy France has. I'm gonna go and say Free France will win this, but Spain is still got troops running around the world. 2 million. Out of all the nations in Europe, Spain has the largest reserves. So Spain will shift the fighting there. Plus the Germans should now be starting to shift their troops down from Russia once they take out Norway. I was interested to see that the Germans don't go down their economy tree till really late in the game. Well, if this keeps up, the Germans are just going to have so many troops on the field, they're going to have no reserves, which I'm hoping is a thing. One can hope, right? Huge infantry equipment deficit still. Well, we're almost going to have another civilian factory. I'm almost starting to wonder if I should stop producing civilian factories, instead just build military factories. We'll see. Civilian factories are particularly slow. On the other hand, building them to 60 months gives us a little bit faster production. You know what? Let's build some more. Oh, the guy's sick. Didn't know that was a thing, but apparently it is. Yeah, it's much faster for me to build military factories. Mainly because I got the guy who's boosting our use of that. What is going on here? Events or decision timeout. Something timed out. I didn't even know what it was. Oh, bizarre. I don't even want to know how many factories the Germans have. Oof, that is a lot of factories. It'd be nice if I could request production from them, but they're a bit hostile towards me. And the war drags on. The US are not making a lot of progress taking these islands. Nor is Australia. How many troops does Australia have? Seven divisions, yet they've done so much for the war. Huh. Still suffering from the Great Depression, interesting. What about the US? Are they still Great Depression? Can't imagine it. Oh, they're still sitting there doing their own thing, the US. Maybe if I offered them like military access, they'd send troops? Oh, they already have military access. I've got to imagine this is them fighting these naval battles. I don't know who else it would be. It couldn't be the Dutch East Indies. I gotta guess. Although they only have 3 ships, so it's not them. Not China. It's gotta be the US who's actually fighting them there. Oh yes, Lend-Lease. Please give me some foreign equipment. I will happily take as much as you can give me. I didn't realize we were falling so far behind in infantry production. Okay, Romania's king was overthrown. Doesn't make a big difference. They're pretty much a puppet of the Germans anyway at this point. At least they've got a different ruler in charge. Oh, I'm surprised there's actually not warfare going on here. Luckily, Afghanistan controls this one province. Otherwise, the Raj would be being invaded. Oh, the Raj are actually training troops now. Interesting. Almost 100 divisions. Again, the nationalists are making no progress. Kind of letting my population and everything rebuild a bit. Norway's capitulated. What a surprise. Saw that one coming, sadly. It takes forever to research motorized. We're having more luck researching everything else. Anyhow, that'll be it for this episode, and I'll see you guys all next episode as hopefully we rebuild our army enough to keep pushing at Japan. Thank you all for watching. Bye for now.